Alright, welcome to Tribulation 515, 2011. Today is Tuesday, March 27th, 2012. We have reached day 318 of my tribulation. And the time has come for everybody out there, and especially the people that were flying on that JetBlue flight this morning, to say your prayers. You know, it just came across on the news. The pilot went berserk, came out of the cabin telling all the passengers, say your prayers. And you know what? That's a message to everybody. Time has come. The tribulation is upon us. The world continues to spiral downwards into chaos. You know, right now, around the globe, you know, the extreme weather is completely off the hook. The sunspots, the coronal mass ejections that are happening, the solar magnetic storms that are hitting the earth, the disruption of the jet streams around our planet that is now creating all this out of seasonal weather, shattering heat records, you know, having extreme storms, tornadoes, flooding. You know, look at the map, man, and they're like Lando canes just spinning around where the jet stream used to be. You know, earthquakes are, the last week or so, they've been getting bigger and bigger, man. They're all 6.1, 7.1. Volcanoes around the earth are rumbling to life. There's all these crazy sounds, and underneath the earth, rumblings and surface earthquakes going on. Wake up, man. It's like the movie 2012. Like something's shaking loose down there. And of course, you know, this morning we're all watching the Supreme Court arguing about Obamacare, which, you know, at the very soul of it is about our freedom. You know, whether there actually is any freedom, or whether freedom is just free to be dumb. But, you know what, that whole Obamacare thing, you know, it's dividing the country. Pitting American against American. You know, Obama, if he was supposed to be the great uniter, he ain't. He likes to ride the winds of division. And of course, you know, the other big story is the Zimmerman case down in Florida, where they're trying to make it a racial thing. Got people marching in the street, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, you know, Louis Farrakhan, all saying the blue-eyed devil did it. And you know what, Zimmerman, you know, at best he's maybe half white, but, you know, I just don't see the racial aspect to it. But here's the crazy thing, man. You know, what's happening there in Florida, it isn't just Florida, it's everywhere. The chaos. You know, the riots, the Wall Street people. And even here on this blog, you know, I've told you about, like, last summer, the park was like a war zone, and there was a stabbing down there. And if I had had a gun, I might have shot somebody myself, because some dude approached me in a violent, mean manner. And I felt threatened. So I was just down at the park today, and you know what? Just a week ago, you know, the park has a website. It's the Erickson Park website on Facebook, but they actually had all this stuff posted on there. I was kind of oblivious to it, but they were saying there was some crazy nutcase in the neighborhood that was vandalizing people's houses, but they busted him with a video, and you know, one of the neighbors went out there and had a gun and ended up firing it off in the air, and they ended up catching the guy, so it all seems to be over, but it came that close to being a Zimmerman with somebody getting shot by somebody else. And that, my friends, is what you better say your prayers all about, man, because, you know, the division in America, you know, we are divided, we are at each other's throats like never before. And you know what? That goes down to, you know, the sign of the times and what's going on in 2012. You know, basically, you know, whether it's political, geopolitical, religious, around the world, Syria, Iran, Korea, wars, rumors of war, just all sorts of crazy emotional stuff going on. And you know what? It's all part of the bigger picture of stuff. And you can find out about that a little more over at Operation End Times, because I'm going to unravel the Venus conspiracy. But, man, between the Pleiades and Venus, that's what's going down if you look to the heavens. And we just are finishing up a 3-day conjunction that happened between Venus and Jupiter and the moon. And right around the corner on 4/3 is the planet Venus being aligned or in conjunction with the Pleiades. And, who knows what's going to happen or what's going to come of it. But, strange events happen across the world. Like I read the other day on one of the Venus transits back in 1886. That's when Krakatoa erupted. I'll have to check my date on that. I might have got the date wrong. But, the fact that I heard was that Krakatoa erupted on a Venus transit. So, once again, life is going to get crazy. It is getting crazy, is it even safe to walk down the street nowadays? It's hard to say. So say your prayers. Think positive. Square yourself. Make sure you know what's of value and what's not. Be prepared to let go of things. That's what Obamacare is all about. Do we stay with the old, corrupt, broken system and keep pumping money and like a piece of clay, mash it up and say, no, it's Obamacare. Oh, no, now it's Romney care. Or do we just say, hey, we don't need this monstrosity, and we actually, make something that fixes things, So is Obamacare the answer to healthcare? I don't think so. We're thinking positive, looking to a brighter day, a better way of living. That's the answer to healthcare. All right, stay well, my friends. The tribulation continues.